Yeah, welcome back to the Electricians 2 channel. Today we're gonna do a comparison between these two clamp meters. The one on your left here is the Ideal Industries model number 61-763, and to your right here is the UEI DL479. Those of you who didn't know what UEI, this acronym is right here, UEI, what it stands for, I just found out today because I didn't, it stands for Universal Electronics Incorporated, and there's a reason why I didn't know what it stands for because I'm not a UEI person. What I mean by person, I'm not into their tools. UEI, for those who don't know, UEI is a company that mainly makes their test instruments for the HVAC industries. And as you know, I'm an electrician. So, all the tools that I buy come from, those who make tools for electricians. Now, that's not to say that you can't you can't use this meter. No, because you can. Now, it just have not only electrician features, it have HVAC features on it too that they use when they go out to install or troubleshoot also. So it's like I want to say an electrician meter on steroids a little bit with a few extra features. The Ideal is just the opposite. They have mainly all the features here for an electrician, and hardly none of the features here, bare minimum features here that a HVAC technician could use. Like this meter here doesn't have temperature on here. It has capacitance. You can use capacitance on here. What else? That's about it, right? They don't have like duty cycle on here or anything when you're testing your motors. They don't have it, but they have inrush on here. That's one way to test the motor or whatever you're testing. They have that on here. They don't have it on here, and they do have duty cycle on here, and they have temperature on here. So they have, and plus this meter here is just a few years older. This meter is a few years older than this one because I bought this meter here new too, and this is a new meter, but Ideal has had this style for ages. So recently they just come out with a new style, and I don't know how old this meter here is, but it looks new. And those of you probably say, well, that's just meter. Don't you know if it's new or not? Well, I just recently got this meter, in fact, today. And there's a story behind this meter. And if you want to hear the story, just check out the video that's right before this one when I'm introducing this meter right here, the UEI, and I'll tell you just how I acquired this meter. But anyway, I'm not a person that goes and buy UEI equipment, none of the other stuff. Anyway, but I got this one, and I thought I'd do a comparison because these two are in the same class as far as the measurement. They both are rated for Cat 3 and Cat 4. And Cat 3 is 1,000 volts AC/DC. Cat 4 is 600 volts AC/DC. Yeah. So these two meters here, they are compatible, except for a few features. Now this UEI has a few more features, just in case y'all are interested in this UEI. I'm going to read out a few to you. Cause HVAC guys that might want to buy one of these meters. If AC volts from 600 millivolts to 700 volts, 750 volts. DC is 600 millivolts to 600 volts. Okay, AC current 60 amps to 600 amps. That's AC. DC loop amps is 600 microamps to 2,000 microamps. Ohms is 600 microamps. 600 ohms to 60 mega ohms. The display count, 6,000. Batteries, it takes two AAA batteries. Capacitance, 60 nanofarads to 2,000 microfarads. Hertz, 99.99 hertz to 9.999 kilohertz. The temperature, 14 degrees Fahrenheit to 752 degrees Fahrenheit. And it also have a low battery indicator besides a few more features. Now, I'm gonna just tell you some of these features here before I get into it. But before I do, guys, I want to ask you guys to help to support the channel. If this is your first time visiting the channel, I'm asking that you hit the thumbs up. And if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button and still hit the thumbs up to help to support the channel. And I always tell you, this don't cost a thing, just your support and just for you to hit the button. I don't ask for no money. I'm doing this, just doing it, man, because I like what I do. I like being an electrician. I like talking about what I do, and I like talking tools. So if you like that also, I appreciate if you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, man, with other people that are like us who love what they do for a living, because I do. I love being an electrician. I love talking tools. I love it. I love it. I love electrical work. And I make money doing it. I make money doing it. So hit that like button, share the channel, hit the subscribe button, and let's go from there. And those of you who have joined the channel, I want to thank you all again. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up. I really appreciate it, man. Helping the channel grow and spread the word. Now, with all that being said, guys, let me continue to move on. Now, the features on here is you get temperature. Remember, this is their HVAC clamp meter. They have it listed under the HVAC clamp meter. You get temperature. You get non-contact voltage detector. You get microamps. You get amps. You get continuity. You get ohms. You get capacitance, and you get diodes. AC/DC voltage. It's true RMS. Selection button. You get hertz. And you get duty cycles. Min max. You get range, and you get a whole button on the side, as well as, let me turn the backlight on. It's a real nice backlight on here. A real nice backlight. Plus you have a work light up right here. Now the leads itself, it's not. It's pretty decent. I like the idea that they got a place for storage for the probes in the back. I like that. I don't see anywhere where it says that it was tested by any accredited company, except they have the ET. I think that's in Europe somewhere. Intertech. There's only one that I see, and they have a quality control pass right here. It's nothing to me, but I don't see any credible companies like CSA, UL listing, Underwriters Laboratory, or things like that. So now let's go to the Ideal. Ideal, remember, this is an electrician multimeter, so it won't have everything that this one here have, but it's also featured packed for an electrician multimeter. Have all the things that I would use on here as an electrician. You have, well, the two off buttons right here doesn't mean a thing to me. Just have one that's good enough for me. You have hertz and you have volts, AC, volts, DC. You have capacitance. You have ohms. You have continuity, amps, and hertz. And you have relative mode. You have min max, and you have hertz, and you have capacitance. Right, that's the selector switch right here. You have inrush here on the side. That's something that I would use. I'm testing motors or whatever I'm testing. Technical inrush measurement. That's something. So, and it's rated Cat 3 1000 volts AC/DC, Cat 4 600 volts AC/DC, and 660 amps. Now, this meter would be nice for me because it has everything that I can use. This meter also have everything that I can use too, but it just goes to show you that these are two. The only thing they have in common is the class. It's a category, which the categories, which category 3 and category 4, and some of the features. But they're both featured pack for their respective classes, and, or the people that they're trying to, for the people who they're focusing on. The electricians with this one and the HVAC here is for this one. Now, I'm not going to open these two meters up, but what would make me decide which one I would pick out of the two, besides the features, the safety rating. What I mean by that, the kind of fuse they have in here, because that's very important when you testing any kind of voltage. It's not saying that I'm gonna go one day and go. I never tested 1,000 volts in my life, other than using the insulation mega ohm meter and just pressing 1,000 volt test voltage. That's all. But I've never tested 1,000 volts in my life. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have before. Take that back. But I wouldn't use this to test no 1,000 volts. I wouldn't use this to test no 1,000 volts. But anyway, but these meters here, they are nice. The leads on this one is real good also. It's not that PVC type installation on here. It's more like a silicone. It's real rubbery. It's not very, very rubbery, but it's decent. It's very decent. This one, it feels solid. It feels solid. The spring in here is really strong, and I guess that's because it's newer than this one. Now, the spring in this one is still strong too. It's very strong, and so I do like both of these clamp meters, both of them. Now, some things I don't like about this one, and I do like about this one. Some things I don't like about this one, and I do like about that one. One of the things I like about this one, they have a place for your probes to be stored in the back. Instead of rolling them up and they be hanging like this all the time. I wish the idea somebody would have thought about putting some probes right, for them to fit back here. Now, who knows? The newer meters might have them. I don't know. I just kept said already. This is an older meter, a few years back maybe. And this one, as far as I like, the backlight was okay until I compared it with this white backlight, and I don't know if you can even see that it's on, but let me just put it side by side with this. So that's hands down. This one won that. Now, for safety purposes, I do like this tight sight thing right here, this little door right here, because if you're measuring, taking an amp draw up high, and you don't have to try to peep over the top or pull this down and look, just pop the door down, you get to all this is in sync together right here. So that's a nice feature for the electrician. This one could have had it too as an HVAC guy, because they always taking amperes as well. Now, the backlight is okay too, but I could live without that. But it's good to have it. You never know, you might need it, but I could live without it. If it wouldn't have been on here, it wouldn't have been a problem. So there are, like I said, there are also things I like about this one that I don't like about this one, and vice versa. This one, it has, let me see, I like this little probe that I can put up here. And if I'm measuring, I like to put it in there and do my testing, and it's still looking at the meter at the same time. I like that. Now, the Idea doesn't have that, so that means not only does it doesn't have that place for the hold the probe, it don't even have a magnet if you got to use two hands to put this on the door somewhere, because if you and what I don't like to do, I see guys doing this, and that's not a good thing to do. I can't tell y'all what to do or what not to do, but some guys I see, if they have a clamp meter, they clamp around wires that's in there and let it hang, and while they use and while it's hanging on other wires that's in there, and they're taking a measurement. Guys, I think that's so dangerous. I really do, and I wouldn't recommend doing that. What I do is I get my meter Velcro strap that I use for my meter with the magnet on it. I put it in. Let me show you something. Something like this, for example. I would have this in here because I got them in most of all my meters, and I use this magnet right here. Then I throw it up on the door, and you got to, on the panel door, and it it's hanging up there. I would not practice that, and I wouldn't show my guys who work for me and my apprentices. Let them see you doing that, because they're going to wind up following your lead, thinking that it's okay. And then when they become licensed electricians, they're going to wind up teaching their guys the same thing. You don't want to start nothing like that. So I recommend you guys though. You need to stop that practice. Stop practicing that. Stop putting your meter around leads. I mean around wires that's inside the panel just to hold your lead. That's not safe at all. I like the idea that they got a magnet right here. So once you put it on a door, you're free to do this what you want. If you want to, if you need both hands, you're free to do that. Or if you want to leave it in here, you're free to do it like that. So I like that they came out with that. Now keep in mind, I will tell you this meter here is, it's newer than this one, so they had time to think about what they was doing. And I don't know if the new meter that Idea have out right now, they may have a magnet on the back. I'm not sure. They may even have a work light on it up here also. Don't know. But I do like that feature. So also, let me see what else on here that I like. I like it. Well, I like the meter itself is it's solid. It's solid. It's tight. It's a tight meter. Ideal is a reputable company. They've been around for a long time. I'm sure that they've been talking to a lot of getting feedback from a lot of electricians along the way. They hadn't been in business this long if their products were junk. So, but it's a really nice meter. I don't know how long UEI has been out, but I see a lot of HVAC guys with their meters. I do, and so they must be doing something right also. But it's kind of hard to pick out of the two which one that I would pick because both of them, holding their crowd down. And what I mean by their crowd, this one for electricians, and they made sure everything electrician need is on here. HVAC, they made sure everything HVAC tech would need is on here. So we, as far as me comparing those features, no, they got their own group down pat with that. Now, as far as being solid, both of them are. This feels a little heavier than this one. It may be because this magnet on the back, and it may be because the battery's in here, but it just feels a little heavier for some reason. And I think it's because the magnet, because I do feel a little extra weight right here. So there's no way of taking that magnet off so I can weigh it because there's already, it's molded in there. But there's a lot I like about this one that this one don't have. It's one of the things is just say, I can't even say that the meter. I can't even say the backlight because it wouldn't be fair. This one new. Back then, the green looking backlight was in. Most meters that you had the green backlight. So I can't even take points on it from that. So I don't know which one that I will pick. I'm gonna let you guys do it. I'm sure you guys had those of you who had dealings, who had a chance to experience both meters. Which one that you would pick? Because honestly, it's kind of hard for me to pick out of both of them. Again, like I tell you, I'm not a UEI fan, but I can't take them from this meter right now. It's a real good meter so far. When I'm, the way it feels, the way it looks, I'm holding it, the features, it's a real good meter. Now, one thing that I didn't do, and I'm not going to do, is take it apart to see what kind of fuse circuitry they have on the inside. But I can give you a story that I do know that I seen with Fluke done. But anyway, Fluke had did a measurement. Did I tell the story already? I don't know. I think I did, but let me just say it again. I'm not sure. Anyway, but Fluke have a video out right now about safety, and it's telling you guys it's inside the Fluke lab, and they're testing all these different meters. And it just so happened they had several meters there, and it just so happened they had one of the UEI meters. It wasn't a clamp meter; it was a multimeter, and they were sending all these meters through all the tests that they sent Fluke meters through. High voltage testing, all kinds of transients testing, things like that. And the UEI that they were testing, they said that it was rated for 1,000 volts in all the writing that you have here. And as soon as the Fluke applied what they had written on here to that meter, it popped instantly. Whereas the Fluke tripled that amount and then some. And so that stuck in my mind, UEI, so, and it's not that I'm just picking on UEI, I'm just saying, period. There's a lot of companies out there, man, you could buy meters on YouTube or even Amazon or Bang Good. My meter costs $9. They would have true RMS written on it. They would have 1,000 volts rated. The meter may be this big, y'all, but be 1,000 volts rated. So that just goes to show you that you could put any kind of stamp you want on any kind of test instrument and get away with it. Don't believe it. Go with the meter that you know that's real, that have a reputation of being safe. Don't go out and buy a meter just because it's cheap, just because it look good. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Those companies are smart when they modified it, when they manufacture their meters. They have all these meters, all these different colors, just like candy. When you bring a child into a candy store, they see all these different colors that draws them to that candy. Okay, same thing with meters. When they make it look all pretty and it just does something to your mind. You forget it. You look at all the prettiness and you forget about the things that are important, like the safety rating. This one don't have any. Like I told you, don't have any that has been tested by any kind of labs, credible lab. They do have some kind of stamp on the back by Intertech, ETV or whatever. But on the back of this one, the same. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Idea been tested by the UN Underwriters Laboratory, CE, and they have I think that was it. And it's IEC compatible, it's compatible. And they have a lot of things on it. So it's been tested. So, out of the two, and I'm sure that that's going to break the tie. Now, because I'm sure that if they've been doing it this long, not having their meters tested, and this is a brand new meter, that means their old meters are like that too. So that would break the tie for me, that they're getting their meters checked, and this meter is the safest. So even though I honestly, I was looking at this meter here, and it's looking all nice and pretty, but I would think this meter here may be the safest. So and safety means a lot to me. It's very important, and I hope it means a lot to you guys. This is the one I would go with. It's ideal because of that reason, safety. This one here, even though it may give me all, it take voltage and it may be accurate and what have you, but the thing that means the most for safety, and it's not showing me anything. It's not showing me anything that it could withstand what it said it could withstand. So that's my what I have to say about that. That's what I have to say about it, and that what broke the tie for me. So guys, I want to thank you for letting me take up the time. I appreciate you, supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys leaving comments, subscribing to the channel, and those of you who didn't, do so now before you forget. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, with that being said, take care and peace out. Until next time. Later.